right, but yeah,
Okay.
let's all welcome our special guest, the Celestial Dragon. Uh,
Yeah, Shiaya.
Yashiaya. Cool. That is probably the most unique of names I've ever heard of since doing these interviews for anyone.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's very good. I like it. I like. Can you explain to me? Is just a celestial dragon thing? Like human beings are not allowed to like speak the full name?
No, it's literally been my screen name for a couple years. I
Oh,
just, I like it, and so I kept it.
hey, go for it. Like, it's a cool name. I like it a lot. It's very
Yeah.
unique. I like it. Like I've never heard anyone with that name before, so I think that's actually really nice. It's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Of course, of course. So, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be asking you guys a set of questions. Now, I already gave our special guest all the questions, so they should know about what I'm about to ask them. I look like you have some fans in the chat.
Cred. Ah,
Ah.
hi, Cred.
I love it. I love it. So for my questions, I'm gonna be asking 15 of them. But I would love it if you guys could come up for some questions for our guest here. So if you have any burning questions that you have to ask, this is the time to do it. Okay? You can ask. Yes, yes. You can ask me any questions if you want, but I'm not the focus. I want all the attention to our special guest right here. Do you have any questions for me before we get started?
Me or them?
For you, for me, you for me.
No, I'm good.
People are already asking, what's your favorite color, and why is it purple?
Uh, I've always loved the color purple. It is
I
just.
can definitely tell. I can definitely tell.
Is it obvious? Do you,
Just,
do you think that people will notice?
just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I like it. I like it. All right, then let's get started then. Okay. Again, for all the
Okay.
questions in chat, try and save it to the end so that we can have all these amazing questions to round up the ending. Okay. Um,
Okay.
so let's get in the first
Wait,
question.
that's for them, but
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you can agree with it too. I agree. Let's get in the first question. The first question for you guys is that as a celestial dragon, why did you start to get into streaming, or how? Like, yeah, what made you get into streaming?
so I like exploring different worlds, and I wanted to start showing those off to friends and people. Like, hey, look, come join my adventures. So I have, friends do that now.
Nice. Like, bring them all. Bring them together. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I think that's actually a really good way to get into streaming as well.
Uh huh.
You must have some really good,
Just
interesting stories.
maybe
Hmm.
depends on what you define as interesting.
Well, your name is interesting.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So if it's just like your name, I would definitely be interested in listening to some of these stories.
Well, I mean, I can if there's a specific, I can talk about it. I
Well,
didn't come prepared with stories.
Well, maybe we'll see. But yeah, no, that's a really good way to get into streaming, and I like that a lot. Let's get into the next question then, shall we? Next question is, what excites you to being a VTuber gamer?
I like making new friends.
Which is
That's the most
good way.
exciting to me. Is I like meeting people and talking to them.
Which is good. Like I feel like in chat you can get really you can like talk to them a lot, and they would love it if you respond to them, which creates this kind of like community with yourself and your fans, which I feel like that's a good way to get friends.
Yeah, and also I'm semi-active on Twitter,
Mm.
which I get to meet new people that way, and then they come and join my streams, and then they collab, and it's just fun.
Yeah, I've seen some of your collabs. It seems like you guys are all just having a lot of fun. It seems like a really cool time.
Yeah, we just we just derp.
Just derp.
It's fun. Just
Yeah,
derp.
that's the best part. I wish I could derp more often. I need to learn the ways of the derp. You need to teach me.
It's mainly just being natural. I there is no acting going on in my streams except for the voice acting that we do.
Oh, can you do some voice acting for me right now?
Ah. No,
On the spot.
I'm very bad if I don't have like a character dialogue that I'm doing. Like I've been really enjoying doing Susie on stream,
Susie?
but yeah. The last 2 streams have been Deltarune,
Okay.
so I have been the voice of Susie. But yeah, Grid is very correct. I have to get into character because like with Grid, he comes in on my Trails of the Sky streams, and I voice Estelle, who I voice like kind of. I kind of describe her as more like country bimbo kind of feel to her. So like I have to be like in the game zone kind of thing.
I see. Okay, that's cool. Man, I was doing a stream of the Great Ace Attorney, and I was having a lot of fun with it. But I suck at voicing. I'm really terrible at voicing. So I try to get some.
We call it mediocre for a reason.
Yeah. But I'm not really that great at it at all. But I got some friends to come in to do some of the voices. And it was really fun. Maybe I should have asked you to join in because we had some very interesting voice lines. I will definitely say it would have been fun. Are you able to do?
It's always fun.
Are you able to do a British accent?
No, I don't do accents. I don't do things very well, which is why I call it mediocre. But like, the ones I do, I have a lot of fun with.
Nice. All right, well, as long as you're enjoying yourself and having fun, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
So with that question I was asking you, let's focus on the gamer part. What kind of games do you like to play?
I like to explore RPGs. So, like Trails of the Sky, any of the Tales games, Deltarune, Undertale. I occasionally play like Phasmophobia with friends, but I have to be with friends or else I get too scared to play.
It's a very scary game.
It is.
Cool.
One of my friends is telling me I should play an even scarier game, and I'm like, I don't know.
Ooh, what game is this?
Ichigo. What was that game you told me about? It was that one that you played on Scream and yeah, Visagel.
Visagel.
It's really scary.
Terrifying.
Like he sent me clips, and it is just scary.
I'm gonna look that up. That sounds like fun. Mostly because
I think I'll cry if I play that.
You should play it then. Not because I want to see you cry, but mostly because I think the fans will love to see your reactions to it.
Yeah, that's the only reason I play spooky games, to be honest, is for the fans. But I'm still like, you want to hear Ichigo? Why? That's so rude.
So rude. In October, I'm going to do a whole bunch of different horror games. It's like the whole month of October, so I'm going to look up this one. But you should definitely play it. You should definitely play it, at least for Halloween or October.
If I reach a certain amount of subs on stream, I think it's 100, I'd have to play a scary game.
Well, hey guys, there we go. If you guys want to sub to her channel, definitely, we got to see her get scared. We got to see it. So it's a mission now. It's a challenge. I love it. All right, so talking about VTubers and community, let's say there's a lot of them, right? There's a lot of VTubers out there.
There are.
Cool, and it's a really good, very welcoming community, I gotta say. But for you, what do you bring to the community that makes you stand out?
I am a Wish VTuber.
Ooh.
And I tend to be very, very nice to a lot of people. I notice a lot of people have always commented about, my kindness kind of thing, which I'm always like, that's weird. That's just how I am. But it is, something that I have noticed is pointed out often.
I see. Okay, so you're a Wish VTuber.
I am.
So, say if I had a wish, would you be able to grant it?
Depends. So, it's I can go a little bit into my lore. I haven't fully debuted quite yet.
I will be talking about that pretty soon. Your lore and so that. So we can wait until we get to that part.
Okay. But yeah, so wishes are very specific. But there are chances that it's like, hey, yeah, I can, grant that, but it's usually a very specific type of wish.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll have to learn about this wish-giving celestial dragon lore so that I can hopefully get my wish granted. I think that's why a lot of people are super interested. Oh, she's very powerful. Ooh, she's very powerful.
Because I'm purple. I'm very powerful.
Is that what it is? Purple gives you powerful? I have a little bit of purple in my hat. Am I kind of powerful? Just a little bit.
You gotta get some more purple.
Okay. I'll work on that. I'll work on that, definitely. So on streams, what games are you looking forward to play? Like games that you haven't played yet. Like what are you looking forward to play for your stream?
I kind of plan things like as they come out. Ys 9 came out at the beginning of February of this year, but my partner has my copy, so I do not has it, and I want to stream it.
Get a has
it. Like I have played the first 20 minutes at his house, but I left it over there because I'm in the process of moving, so I couldn't bring it with me. So I'm like, okay, keep it for me, and then bring it to me later. But like, I'm really excited for that game.
Nice. Did you hear about the Tales of Arise that just came out?
Yeah. So you said looking forward to. I have already streamed the first like several hours of that game.
Nice. How you like it?
I am obsessed with it, but I also love the Tales games.
Makes sense. I'm very new with Tales games. I'm very new with it. I was with someone at the time, and she got me into it a good amount, and I really had a lot of fun with watching her play it. So when I tried Tales of Arise, there was a lot of like nuances and differences that I'm not used to when it comes to other RPG games. And I realized that you kind of have to grind a lot, don't you? It's kind of a thing.
Not really. Mm-hmm. I am doing pretty well in the game, and I'm like level 14. So it's like so it depends on the level you're playing. So I'm playing on normal because I enjoy the story rather than, I want to challenge. Like, I don't want that. I just want to be able to play through the story and get to enjoy the game and not be like crying and grinding. If you're playing on any higher than normal, then yeah, you're going to be a little sad because you're going to, try to grind your way up.
I definitely can relate with that. I definitely put it on normal. It's just that it's funny because I was just trying to speed through with it. Just try and get through it, and then I fought the balls dude, whatever his name is, and I died the first. Yeah, I died from him pretty quickly. And I was like, I guess I have to grind. And then all the Tales fans' mind was like, yeah, you have to grind and like get a new sword and stuff like that. I had the first doll sword. I still didn't know that you could have to get it sold. So then the second time I did it, I was able to get past it, so it was really good.
Did you skip the side quest that tells you, hey, make sure you get an upgraded sword?
I didn't know there was side quests. I kind of just like, oh yeah, I'll just keep going. Just keep going with the story.
They literally tell you like, hey, you should go do this side quest to get the blacksmith to get you a new sword because your sword is looking kind of dull.
I was kind of like, I'm fine. I have this fire sword. I don't need to worry about that kind of stuff, I just use my fire sword all the time, and I died very quickly. It's almost like the guy was literally designed that if you use the fire sword, you lose health. Probably should have thought of that.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to get past it because I want to play as the mage. The mage girl looks so much fun. I love mages.
I love her. I love her so much. She's amazing.
So I was trying to rush it to at least get to her part, so that's probably why. But I got past it after I did a couple of the side missions. And now I'm all good. I stopped streaming it, and now I'm just playing it for fun. But I think it's fun. It's a good game. Definitely good.
It is a good game. It's so good. It's very enjoyable.
Yes, there is a lot of reading required in this game, it seems like. So I'll have to keep that in mind next time I play it. So I already talked about how many the games you're looking forward to streaming for your fans. Now, any games you want to play with your fans on that you might be looking forward to?
Like with people's?
Yeah.
Like with fan people's? Yeah. So actually my So I am participating in September, and they recently just got to the goal where they get to play a game with me, and one of those games is either Among Us or Jackbox.
I'd love to see Jackbox. That would be a fun one.
Yeah, as long as we keep it PG and not draw anything weird on screen, because I know some people draw things.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't play those games. Play like the horror, the I can't remember what it was, but it was the one that's just a question, just questions. Should do those ones, I would say. Yeah, I always like asking this question because it seems like fans get really interested in knowing what kind of games you'll play with them. But
so I do play Phasmo with a couple people from chat. Like if there's like, oh hey, I need a fourth, then someone's like, oh take me, and I just throw them in.
There you go, guys. You guys have to just say take me, and then you'll be able to get in. Yeah. Cool. I like that. I want to play Jackbox with my fans one day too. So hopefully that's a future career job thing I can do one day. So now let's get into the next question, shall we? So your character is like you as yourself is really cool. What do you like the best about you? Is it just the purple?
The stars, actually.
Oh.
I have always been obsessed with space.
Celestial dragon.
Like my little sister actually is the one who designed me. Oh yes, I love the ear wiggles too. Don't worry, Grid. Here's some ear wiggles just for you.
Oh, there you go. Ear wiggles. I love it. They're very adorable.
But like, just space in itself is just amazing to me, and I want to know more about it. And it is just it is beautiful, and I wanted to be a part of it. So nice. That is my favorite part of my design, I think, is my space.
I actually like looking at your skirt. Try not to look at the thighs. I apologize. But on the skirt, you had those like little wings behind it. It kind of looks like galaxies.
That's my coattail.
Oh.
So my shirt is actually connected in the back, and it's much longer. And it's a coattail, so it's kind of like a cape. So I cannot go flying next to an airplane because I will do the Edna no.
Hey, that's why I don't wear capes when I go flying, because I totally fly. Obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Do you fly around a lot?
She floats. I float mainly, but I can fly. I just fly more in space. But like I can float. It's fine.
Nice. I like it. Floating sounds like a really chiller version of flying, which I think is definitely preferred. Cool. Next question for you guys. I'm guessing what's like. Let's get into this question. Actually, this will be a better question. Your lore. I want to know. I want to know more about you. I think the chat already knows a good amount about you, but I want to know. Like, you're a wish dragon.
My full lore hasn't been revealed quite yet. So this is a pretty exclusive thing that you guys get to hear right now.
Guys, see that? It's exclusive. see. Get all the exclusives.
So, at the start of my lore, there's this star that, is supposed to be protecting the civilization, but it explodes. It's come to the end of its life cycle. And it wipes out this civilization, but none of them want to die. And their collective wishes is what created me.
Oh.
Their, hopes and dreams and will to live on. I'm that will.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. Yo. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Okay, so they didn't want to die, so they wanted to create a wish and the hopes and the dreams. And you are that. Thank you, man, for the subscribe. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. So, because of that, did you grant them their wish? Did you save this civilization?
So I am so my power comes from their wishes. I'm not able to bring back people from the dead, but I'm able to create new life.
Oh, so did you create a civilization then?
I am not strong enough in this current form to do that.
One day, one day. You need your subscriber mark to be a little bit higher, a little bit higher.
No, so I have two different forms aside from this one. This particular form is just my base form, but I have a dark form, dark wish, and a regular wish. The dark wish is actually currently being revealed on my Twitter.
Currently? Like right now?
Yeah, right now. I have I think like 40 more follows to go, and I'll show the dark wish.
Ooh, you hear that, guys? 40 more, and we get to see the dark version of her. That'd be cool.
Yeah, which will also have a model form and be really cool. But the wish, the one where she has the power to actually create her own worlds, that one is still super secret.
Super secret.
Yes. Get scared. This isn't even my final form.
Oh, not even final form. No, that's really cool. I would love to see, like, are you gonna be all dark and evil when you get your dark form?
So, the thing about dark form is, you know how there are dark wishes? Like, someone's like, I wish this person would go away, or I wish I would just, cease to exist. Her point for the dark wish form is when she's finally snapped and is like, you know what? No, we're not doing this. We're going to, we're going to talk this out, and you're going to see why people need you, want you here.
Whoa.
Or need them here. So it's like, she doesn't grant dark wishes, she stops them.
Okay, so she's just a lot more aggressive. A lot more like, no, we gained
Very, very aggressive.
Ooh. That's cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
I'm actually sad Deltarune 2 came out before I revealed that model fully, because I would be using her right now.
I would love to see it too.
Well, I mean, for the for specifically, she's a lot like Susie, where she's just very like, hey, get a hold of yourself. We're doing this. It's like how I portray Susie is actually how I'm going to be portraying her. So it's like really sad that I don't have the model yet, because I could just, be using her.
I would love to see this dark version of you play a horror game. That sounds like a great idea. Because you'd be more you'd be motivated. Okay, I'm gonna go down this hallway. Don't need to be scared. I think it'd be great. It would be a perfect idea. See?
Oh, Grid, please.
Just a little bit of recap. This is a amazing interview we're doing with our beautiful guest. So we're asking a lot of different questions. So if you guys have any questions for her, again, let's save it to the end. And Min, I know you have a few questions, so we'll get to that later. But first, a dog collab. Ooh, we're gonna see some dog collabs. I like that. Cool. What are your current thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment? What's your thoughts on it?
At the moment, pretty wholesome. I stick to, around my friend groups kind of thing, that we're all very wholesome to each other. But I do see other people oh, look, there's this person. I'm like, oh, I love how they're just interacting with people. It's so cute and nice. I don't follow the other side of the VTuber community, so I think of it as wholesome.
It's very wholesome, and again, I've mentioned this before, but you guys are super welcoming and super caring and nice to each other. I didn't think as just a regular streamer, were able to meet up with you guys and talk to you guys. So I thought because we had two different worlds, we just wouldn't be able to get along. But you guys have been so awesome and been so welcoming and great. And I really appreciate it.
Ichigo, shush.
Shush. I love it.
But no, I get that, but we like all streamers because we're streamers ourselves. So it's one of my best friends, they are a regular streamer and they collab with me all the time.
Nice. That's cool. I know when I first started these interviews, some of the people I interviewed said to me that I was the first ever live streamer that ever collabed with them and talked to them. It was really cool. It was really cool features. And then with the community,
I wish I could say the same.
You don't want to?
I feel a little bad.
You don't want to? You don't want to?
No, I mean you're not my first, so I feel a little bad.
Don't worry, don't worry. You're not my first either. It's totally fine. Um, but no, what I was saying was like the community is really cool. But for what I have interviewed with a couple other streamers who's been in the like streamer scene for a very long time. The last one actually just interviewed was this really amazing bunny VTuber, and they've been streaming for almost like 5 years of just as a VTuber by
Wow.
itself, and they had some really good like thoughts on the community at the moment, and it's really interesting to get your opinion on it too, because you're pretty new with it. You've been streaming for about over a year.
Uh-huh.
So like it's still pretty
July 21st was a year.
new. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's about like good year. I like it, but it's really interesting to see your views on it as someone who's just started out not that long ago. I like it. I like it. Can you share the name at one? Oh yeah, I can definitely. Okay, so I mentioned this to our friend here that I'm terrible with names, and I'm trying to get better with saying names. Iyashi. I'm so sorry. But this is person's also has a very fun names. Luckily, I just go by Tibbs. The Alchemist Tibbs. Very cool person. You can actually find him on Twitter too. He's on hiatus right now at the moment. But very cool person. Very cool person. If you see my other VODs, you might be able to see her their interview too. Really cool person. Really cool person. But let's get back to our main guest here, a celestial dragon. Only because I still have a hard time pronouncing your name, and I do apologize. Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
You can call me Ashi or
Ashi?
Aya.
Oh, can I call you Aya?
Yeah.
Aya.
Ichigo has it there.
Aya. Okay. Iya, Shiha, Ya. I'm just gonna call it Aya.
It's a little easier.
Or Ash.
Ashi, it's Zen. That's my best friend. That's Zen right there.
Oh, was that the person who was getting all flustered with the Twitter?
No, that's Roku.
No, okay, never mind. But still awesome. Hello.
Yeah, Zen is the person who helped me become like a good streamer. They are a regular streamer.
Oh, cool. Well, welcome. Hello. It's good to see all these amazing friends of yours here to see your amazing interview. I like it. Yes, Tibbs the Alchemist. I did an interview with them last time.
I saw it on the YouTubes.
In the YouTubes?
The
Wait,
YouTubes.
YouTubes? That wasn't a test.
Yes. Ah.
I actually haven't posted that video yet. I'm going to. The other one was Meme Lover. She was the other dragon that I contacted. She's really cool. She's been helping a lot of like VTubers like crazy. She's the mommy VTuber, is what they like to call her.
Nice.
Yeah, I love your community, and I love how well you work with each other and how well you guys are like always there for each other. I think you guys are freaking amazing. Because regular streamers, we don't really have that, unfortunately. Like, I don't really have a community of streamers that actually want to help each other. They want to like show off and chill, but they don't really want to like check out other streamers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's a VTuber? You want to explain what a VTuber is?
Basically, you're a streamer that has an avatar that you portray, and you stream.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the same thing as like what I'm doing. It's the only difference that while I have a camera that shows who I am, they usually have like a really cool persona or this really cool avatar they'd like to show off, which makes them kind of get into like character a lot better. Now, obviously for you are actually the Celestial Dragon, so you actually just freaking epic. But most other VTubers they have a specific model that kind of shows what kind of character they would like to be. And I think it's really cool. I really like it. I won't go into VTubing. It's not really my jam. like personally to actually try it. I already talked about why I won't go into VTubing many times before, but I still think VTubers are the coolest things, and I love just interacting with you guys because you are so interesting and have an awesome personality. Ooh, she's a lion.
Aki.
Aki's a lion. In real life, it isn't a character. Wow, I feel you have a really hard time typing on a keyboard and using the controller and mouse. Well, I guess the mouse wouldn't be too difficult for you because you're a lion.
He just has an extra large keyboard.
Ah, yes, that'd be very wide, very wide. See now, I love it. Of course. Like role playing, yeah. In a way, it's kind of like role playing. Like to tell the truth. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Really don't know how to act around new people.
What I always think as like even as a yeah, it's kind of like D&D, but as a streamer like myself, I act a lot different than I do in real life, you know? So, like, I'm playing a character as well. Like, trust me, I'm not as, like, animated as I am in the real life. But I do like playing this kind of persona character. I think you guys just have it, I think VTubers have a lot easier time doing it because they have an actual animated body. You know what I mean?
Really quickly, did you put on a stream break or an ad break?
No. Did I?
Okay, well your stream is doing an ad break.
Huh.
There you go.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't see on my end. I don't know why. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it did it for Ichigo too.
I'm sorry. I'll have to turn that off. Make sure that you guys don't see that anymore. I saw that there was a new feature to put ads in there, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just put this randomly. But I did not know actually how it worked, so I'll probably need to turn that off. So I apologize, guys. But yeah, we're back, right? We're back.
Yes, we're back.
We had to go away for commercial break, but we're back now. Cool. I actually only ever designed D&D characters before. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I would love to see this lion. I would love to see your stream next and see how big you are in front of your screen. And it'd be great.
Aki is really good. I like him.
Oh, nice. I like him too. He seems like a cool person so far. Where were we? Sorry, we got.
Yeah.
I love my I love my interview streams because we always go off at tangents, and it's usually pretty chill. Like we don't really go too harsh on the questions, but sometimes after we get into a really good conversation, I forget what we're doing.
Well, we were answering Minister's question.
Oh yeah, about like being a VTuber.
Like roleplay. Yeah.
Ah.
And if it was like roleplay streaming, yes and no. It is like I am completely myself when I stream. I am just using a character who has a pretty deep lore.
I love your lore, by the way.
So it's thank you.
Yeah, the main's quite.
I feel
long.
like I should ear wiggle.
Aww. I love your ear wiggle. It's so adorable.
It is the most requested redeem on my channel is ear wiggles.
Ear wiggles? Well, it's definitely worth it. Like all the free ear wiggles we're getting right now. Like I'm savoring this. I love it. It's great. It's great.
There's no redeem for it here, so I may as well just
just have fun.
Give a couple.
True. Alright, so now again, you've been pretty new when it comes to being a VTuber and a streamer, mostly just a streamer. When you first started, have you noticed any difference from when you first started to streaming now?
I'm more confident now than I was before. Like I have recently started streaming solo, which is something I never did at the beginning.
Of course.
Thank you, Ichigo. I would love some water.
I will drink some water as well.
Gonna still bully with that? Oh no.
Oh no. He's be bullying both of us.
There are a couple people in my chat that will redeem all the hydrates. And I know a couple of them are here right now, so
well,
have fun.
Sounds like we might have to take a another commercial break to go to the bathroom if this keeps happening. But luckily, they're new to my channel, so they probably don't have that much saved up, right?
Yeah, this is true.
And we'll try not to
Except
drown.
for the fact that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here, and all of them could redeem us.
Well, this will be fun. This will be fun. Well, luckily, I might have to worry about drowning, so I'm just a regular human being. But you breathe in space, so I'm pretty sure you should be fine, right? Right?
Yes, for the most part.
Cool.
Yeah,
More
Zen
confidence.
can definitely confirm all of what I'm saying.
Like, can you give me an example where you...
Oh,
Hello, L. Hello, hello. I love it, I love it. Like... Oh, I'm so proud of you. Aw, look at all the love you guys are getting.
I whoops,
Oh.
wrong emote. There we go.
The blush. I love
Yes.
blushes. I love blushes in any anime. I think they're just the best. Okay. So this is an amazing moment we have right here.
Yes.
Are you like all like super shy when you first started? Like, hello guys, I'm gonna play this game for you.
Not super shy per se. I didn't really interact with chat very much. I had my partner who was there with me, and I'm like, hey, let's just talk to each other, and then I can slowly start talking to chat if people maybe kind of show up. I can't talk to I couldn't talk to myself very well.
Like, I know that like I had to like think of ways to like help myself talk to chat whenever I'm by myself, and what I would do is I don't know if you do this, and if you do, then you can actually chime in on it too. But what I used to do is I had a notepad, and throughout the day of me working, I will come up with just random like stories or like things that just pop in my head, and I'll write it on there. So when I go on a stream, I would be like, hey, so this is something that crazy happens, and I just look crazy, and I'll just talk to myself. I do that a lot. But it usually works out. It kind of fills the void of while I'm playing video games.
Yeah, I just talk about stuff that's semi-relevant, or like now I could just kind of talk off tangent, but before it's like, hi friend, what you doing over there? How are you? But there's like a 5-10 second delay, and you're like, this is awkward. I'm now waiting for you to respond back.
Yeah, it definitely can be really awkward when you like talk to someone and be like, hey, how was your day? And they don't say anything back, and you're just like, okay. And then you
glad it was good.
But then you get into a conversation with yourself, and then they answer, and so then you stop in middle of the conversation, like, oh hey, well that was pretty cool. I feel like that's also awkward.
Yeah, like big deep story, and then nice.
Nice. Okay, continue. I love it. I think it's just like first world problems when it comes to this kind of stuff.
A little bit, yeah.
Cool. Let's talk more about video games, shall we? I think it'd be super awkward. I love the streamer struggles. The streamer struggles is the best.
Yes.
So, video games. What is your favorite
Yes.
video games or free game franchise? We talked a little bit about like you loving the Tales series, but would you say is your favorite of all time?
So I actually am a very indecisive person. So I can't like pick like this is the one game series I'm like not I like 5 or 6 at the same time that I could talk about on tangent forever. Like, one of my favorites is Manakemia. I can talk forever about the Tales of the Abyss. Undertale has been a very recent obsession, and everyone in chat has been the victim of me obsessing over Undertale recently, because I avoided it for 5 years, and last year I was like, hey, let's just stream it for the 5-year anniversary, and I'm like, oh god, I'm in love with it. Send help.
So really cool. I don't know if you might be interested in this or not. You play it through PC, right?
Yes.
Cool. Did you know back in the day they did release physical copies of a PS4 version of Undertale very small batch and very small amount that was shipped out. Did you know that?
I did not.
Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, then entertain my chat while I go get the game. So hold on. Don't burn down my chat or my stream, please. Last person did that, and I had a really hard time trying to clean up. So no burning down my stream, please.
Okay, guys, he's gone. What would you like to talk about? Quick. Let's redeem all the hydrates. No! The first thing I thought of was Undertale. That was great. Yes. I need 30 points. Heck. Everyone needs 30 points for more hydrates? Oh no. Wait, how much is their hydrate? Let's go. It's 500. That's an expensive hydrate. And I've been lurking this whole stream and I'm only at 190.
Is 500 too expensive?
It depends. Hi, I didn't realize you could hear me. No, the 500 is what I have mine at.
Oh, okay.
Because I exclusively don't want them to keep making me drink my water bottle until I have to leave.
I like it. I
Go
love
back,
how
find another game. We need more time.
maybe I'll show you more of my collection. Because I have a lot of things. Because I'm a gamer, I do a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so this is a physical edition of Undertale. When it first came out, you don't really find copies of this anymore. Evil Patrick, I'm not evil. Me evil?
No, Evil Patrick is an emote.
Oh, Evil Patrick from SpongeBob. Oh, my bad.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about me, like evil, and you patting me, and my also name is Trick. Apologize. But anyway, Undertale. This is actually a real physical game of Undertale. And yeah, I even have the disc for it.
Do you have the... it's the Toby Fox dog.
Yeah.
Do you have the collector's edition, though?
I don't.
Sad.
When I first
I'm trying to track it down because it has the music box.
Oh.
With the song. And I want it. I want it a lot.
The music's really good. The music is really good. I played it once. I never played the other routes for it, but I definitely did enjoy it. I love it when like small indie games like
Ichigo
come out.
hungry.
Oh no, Ichigo's hungry?
No, he almost got it and then he didn't.
Well, hopefully you guys get it. Maybe that'd be a cool thing for like a reward for you if you get like 100 subscribers. Maybe chat and fans can track it down and mail it to you as like a nice little Christmas gift. That'd be nice. But the reason why I got this is because I work at a video game store, and luckily this went through, and I was like, oh snap, that's actually freaking dope. So I thought it was really cool. GameStop will take it for $1.50. Yes, that's true, but that's GameStop.
That's so true.
But yeah, no,
I don't exchange games there. I just sell them on eBay.
I hear you. Like eBay, you will definitely get more for it.
Yeah.
But I still liked it. I still like when it came into my store, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really cool, legit. I like that they actually did a physical copy of it. Because you don't really see a lot of indie games get physical copies of games. Because they usually can't afford it. So when a game pops off, it's very cool. Yeah. So I like it. So yeah, another question that might be really interesting for you to answer. And I always ask this question, and it seems like they all give me the same answer. So let's see if you can give me a different answer, okay? If you could live in that video game world, what world would it be?
So I am a teensy, a little bit more about my lore that I didn't reveal is I am traveling to different worlds to find one of my own.
Ah, so you go to different worlds all the time then.
Yeah, so I don't have a world per se yet that
It's favorite.
Sorry, my dog is about to start barking.
Oh no.
Someone just pulled up, so I'm like, wait, no. I'm petting his head. Okay, but I personally don't have a world to live in yet, so I can't choose a singular world. Right now I'm visiting all of them until I can find one.
Which one do you like the best? I would say the Pokemon world would be freaking awesome to go to.
as much as I want to say Undertale and go to the underground, I don't want to be that human.
Yeah, that human. Well, you're a Celestial Dragon, so maybe it'd be better. Maybe.
They might think of me more as a monster, but I still have human traits. That it's like, now that's you're gonna be. But like, I don't want to have to pick a world per se, only because there's so many out there. Why should I be stuck to one?
True. I wish I could do that. That'd be cool. Just check out different worlds. I just live in the world we are right now, and it's chill. But there's no Pokeball.
I'm just visiting.
Yeah, just visiting, just chilling. I love how like our lion here is going to grant you your wish and get you the ultimate quest edition. I think that's cool. But I don't know if I would want to live in the Lion King in 1994 Super NES. I feel like I would have a hard time with all the colors, and it would just hurt my eyes.
You might also die.
Yeah.
At least Aki here is a lion.
That's true. I would die very quickly. There's not much food
Unless you're very friendly and you could just be like, "Hi, let me scratch that spot that you can't reach, and then maybe you would let me live."
I would love to try that. I would definitely love to try that. But I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna go to a pack of lions, and hopefully they're cool with me being nice. I don't know.
If they don't, I'll turn into a noodle dragon and fly away.
Well, you can do that. I don't have that power. I literally had a bolt, and I'm pretty sure a lion can catch me a lot quicker.
Climb up a tree, no problem.
But can't lions climb trees too?
Unfortunate for you, you're made of meat.
I know, darn it! Curse me being made of meat. How dare I? If only I could have chosen me a slime or something. I don't know.
At time you're reincarnated as a slime.
Yes, I love that anime. If only I could
still
be
need to
slime.
watch it. It's on my list.
Really good. Definitely highly recommended. What anime do you like? Because if we can get into a topic of anime, and seems like we have plenty of time, what kind of anime do you like to watch?
I like I like a lot. Comedy, romance, slice of life, action, adventure. It's about everything.
Name.
Except for horror.
Name some.
Name some. Beyond the Boundary, Log Horizon, Angel Beats.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes, I
when
will.
You put me on the spot like this, it's hard.
That's how I do it.
Tsubasa
That's how
Chronicles. Heck. I have a lot that I really enjoy watching, and I'm just like drawing a blank because you put me on the spot now. I'm just like,
hey, that's my job, is to put you on the spot. I love it.
I know.
But it also makes it a lot more chiller. I like it too. Yes, I'll be rebranded as a slime VTuber. Nah, I'm joking. Clan Ad was really good. It was really depressing though. Like
it was sad. Yes,
it was really sad.
I only saw the worst parts because I walked in on my sister watching it, and I'm like, oh great, that. Thanks.
Thank you for destroying me and my hopes and dreams. I love it.
And my will to watch this show.
Here, I'll put myself on the spot, okay? Some of my favorite anime that I actually made a YouTube video of my top 10 anime because I'm a weeb like that. But some of my favorite ones I would definitely say would be like, We Never Learn, which is a really great like love romance anime. One of my favorite ones of all time is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I know it's a very common thing to say, but it just meant a lot to me because of how I was growing up with my brother. It just meant a lot. There was like Recreators. Not that many people know about it, but
I love that one.
Me too.
That one's so
right?
good.
It's so good. I love it too. It's such an amazing story. Man, and all the characters are really
Meteora
done.
is my favorite character.
Really? I love her. She's cool.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. Like I would definitely I would watch and listen to the music all the time, and the animation's spot on too.
It is.
Then also I grew up with like a lot of the anime like Ronin Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha, like stuff like that I grew up with. So like those are always going to hold a place in my heart. A new one that's...
You know a fun fact about Inuyasha?
Yes.
A lot of people call me that because that's how they think my name is spelled, and I'm like, well, how do you see Inuyasha from Iyashi Aya?
Like, I still don't understand how to pronounce your name, so I would totally call you Inuyasha. That'd be an easy way for me to say it. But I'll keep on calling you Aya. Aya.
Yes.
Aya. Is a romance on? Oh, I actually have heard of that anime too. The Wotakoi.
Sit, Redeem 1. I cannot sit. I have straight legs.
Yes. I wish you could sit. You look really tired standing up on that the entire time.
Oh, I'm a tired? Am I? I can just.
I guess you finally drunk that coffee that's next to you, and now you just went brew. Wee. You definitely went brew very quickly. Woo! Zoom in.
I should go burr. I go burr.
Go burr. You also had to drink, hydrate, so I had to do it too.
I hydrated.
Get the zoomies.
Yes. I like how they're all using my Zoom emote.
Zoom! I love it. I should have a Zoom emote. I'll get one eventually. I can go Zoom and burr. I need both of those.
Yes.
It's the best emotes. Okay, well, how about this?
They love it.
Let's see some emotes. Let's see some emotes in chats. Well, let me show me some of your favorite emotes in chats. I want to see it. I want to see some of the really good emotes. See? The awkwardness before. Okay, cool. The Pogo one.
There we go.
Wow, okay. I can't see what the sign says.
It says touch it.
Touch it? Whoa, I'll leave you alone.
So there's a story to that one.
Okay, I was just
So I'm in an FC, which is a free company in Final Fantasy 14, and we like to stream games together or like show things off in Discord. And everyone's like, "Hey, look at this really dangerous thing!" And I always just tell them to touch it. Just touch it.
Just touch it.
I don't care what it is, touch it. But it can kill me. Touch it. So they have edited one of my emote signs to just say "touch it," and I added it into my Twitch. So that way, if I'm like, "Oh guys, look, there's this really dangerous thing," they can just use it and touch it.
You can totally use your own emotes. I like it. But no, I think that's actually clever. I feel like that would be really good for horror games. I don't want to go over there. Don't just touch it. Just touch it. It won't hurt you, and then you die. Like, oh well, at least you tried. I like it. It's a good one. It's a good one to go for. Right? There's a lot of really cool emotes in chat. I like the fish shooting people. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is Nemo. That is actually one of my FC mates, and he's really cool. He is a fish VTuber. He's not a VTuber. He's just a fish.
Oh,
just a fish.
Just a fish.
He's a cool fish. He does. He's an artist. He draws his own stuff.
Oh. It seems very violent right now by shooting people, but okay, I'll take your word for it. Take your word for it. Nemo's fish.
Nemo fish.
Fish. Amazing artist. Oh, maybe I'll ask for a commission. Then you get new emotes one day. Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
he has amazing art.
I like it. Cool. We're wrapping it up pretty quickly. A few more left. Now, how about this? Okay, you have collabed with a lot of different VTubers in the year of you being streaming. Is there any VTubers you are looking forward to collabing with one day? Maybe some ones that you're looking up to, or maybe some friends that you just haven't done it yet. We had to hydrate as well, I guess.
I just drank water. Guys are gonna make me out of water before the end of the stream. Gonna have to get more for my stream later.
Maybe.
I have like a 64-ounce bottle, and I am almost at the bottom of it.
Wow, you drink a lot.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
True.
Need water.
Chug.
Oh my goodness. But I kind of like, so I actually don't know a whole lot of the bigger VTubers. So it's not like, I know a lot of people are like, it's my dream to do it with this big company VTuber. I'm like, I don't know who they are. I know Fruit. Fruit is cute, and I like Fruit.
I love her voice.
Yeah. But me personally, I want to collab with some of my really close friends who haven't shown their self yet, or my friend Olaf, who is a VTuber.
VTuber? Tuba?
He literally added eyes to a tuba.
I love that. That's such a clever. I like that.
Yeah, I haven't
Vtuber.
streamed with him in a bit, but I want to
That sounds like fun.
get the VTuber back. And then he's a PNG tuber. So I tell him do the thing, and I put the end of the tuba to my mouth, and he does the thing.
I love that. That's great. The interactions between different VTubers are perfect, especially if one's a tuba.
Yeah.
All the possibilities.
Yeah, I should go burr. I do go burr.
Go all the burr. Get the must burr.
But like, I want to do like, you know, a bigger collab with some of my friends rather than just have everyone be a PNG. I want them to all move and like we can just interact and have fun that way.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. You could always try and do like a VR chat kind of thing and somehow get your actual models as the VTuber. But that's a little bit like out there.
You say that, but I actually have a model being made right now for VR chat. Like she's literally streaming it right now.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, there we go. Maybe that'll be a thing later on. I see someone said that they hope one day they'll get some of the VTuber stuff. We'll get into some tips that you can give out to upcoming VTubers, and I'm pretty sure this person will love to hear it.
Yeah. That's Ket. It's Ket Nyan.
Ket Nyan?
I love Ket.
Ket is cool.
That's an FC member.
FC?
Free company. Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, okay. I was like, FC.
You want to play the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy?
I'm
I
good.
can't continue it without laughing.
I appreciate it, but I'm
But
good.
it's so good.
I bet. I've been mostly just been streaming like Genshin Impact, so I've had a lot of time to play new games, but I'm trying to get into it a little bit more.
Yeah, it's like a guild.
Oh, yeah, cool. That's a cool guild. I like it. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Oops. I hope I didn't just destroy people. I always worry that whenever I press the wrong button, like I just like destroyed someone in some other life. Because I always...
That's a dark thought.
Well, it's a joke I made in stream. Some of my fans will understand. But what happened was that I accidentally pressed a button and nothing happened, but I thought something happened. But then one of my usuals were talking and they stopped talking. I was like, oh no, did I just kill him? No! Everyone was all freaking out. And then he just came back. He's like, oh hey guys, what's up? What did I miss? And now it's just a running joke that whenever I accidentally press the wrong key and nothing happens, someone just perished somewhere in the world.
Oh no.
I know. I feel so sad.
Dude,
So
same.
dude,
Grid,
same.
why? Oh wait, no, he's talking to Aki. Okay, I thought he was talking to... I had a small panic. I was like, Grid, stop killing people.
Yeah, don't kill people. Please don't. I need to get rid of these buttons.
Don't make
on
them
my keyboard.
perish.
Yeah, no perish, please. Cool. Okay, so we already talked a little bit about your 100 sub goal, but do you have any
Yes.
other goals for streaming?
So, my top goal is actually to capitalize my name. Not to like, make tons of money off of my name. It is literally to be able to capitalize the I in my name.
Wait, can't you just do that?
No. When people see a capital I, they think it is a lowercase l for whatever reason, and they just call me Lashy, and I do not like that name.
It seems like a lot of things you want. It revolves around your awesome name.
I love my name. It is a wonderful name that I've had for a long time, and I just want people to respect the fact that it is, it is Iyashi. It is just, that is my name.
I love how you get really into it too. I love it. It's so good. Well, hey, go for it, Like, if that is your goal in life, is to capitalize the first letter of your first name, then, go for it. I think that should be perfect for you.
Yeah, so capitalize and then make friends too. I like making friends, but like that is like number one goal on my my debut slides is literally to be able to capitalize my name and people know it's still me and not just Lashy. Or
Lashy.
to be able to change freaking Twitter fonts so that it looks like, the eye with like the, things pointing out rather than just a stick.
It's a stick. You want it to be like, yeah, you want like an actual eye with a little like
Yeah.
yeah. You will have to.
I can't move my hands, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got you. I got you. I have hands. I can
Like
do
a sideways H.
Yeah, yeah. I can do that with my hand. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. But I feel like that's gonna be a pretty big goal to change Twitter to make sure that they change a font of theirs. But I'm pretty sure you can get
Or
it.
to just, you know, people realize that my name is a capital I and not a lowercase L.
Get your name well known. Have your name very well known.
I want to be able to, you know, let people see like, hey, look, that's Iashi right there with a capital I.
It's
She did her
Yashi.
thing. She reached her goal. It's
She
like
reached her goal.
that's my goal. I want people to, you know, see it as like, you know, it makes me happy to think about. Just like I can have an actual capital letter and
Right.
people will just call me Iashi right away and not Lashy.
Hey, go for it. I think that'd be a really good goal to go for. Maybe you should have like an actual like a redeem of just you saying your name, so that people actually know how to pronounce your name. And make it like super.
Yeah, I need to get better with raids where I'm like, hey, I'm Yashi, I'm a Wish Vtuber. This is my little bit of a story that I haven't like hid behind reveal.
I usually try to like raid a lot of other smaller VTubers. It's usually a lot of fun, but I only do it through like Twitch. That's how I do the raids. So it's usually easy doing it that way.
Yeah, I like to raid small peoples. I don't like going for the big ones because then it's like, oh well, they already have a lot of people. Let's go to someone, you know, who's small and needs the views.
Exactly. Like I like watching a lot of the big VTubers and big streamers, but unfortunately they don't really talk to chat unless you redeemed something. And the chat goes by so quickly that they don't really have time. Like sometimes every now and then they'll like pick one little thing that they just randomly saw after the random thing was scrolling super fast. But even when you raid them, because it's such a small raid, they kind of just like bat it away. But with smaller streamers, they're very into talking with their chat. And whenever you get like a raid into them, they actually seem very appreciative of it. So that's why I like to do it.
Yeah, I get very excited when I see people raid me. I'm like, oh my goodness, hello.
Hello.
And then I get so nervous I forget to, you know, hi, I'm Yashi. I'm Yashi. I do this. I'm a Wish VTuber, all that stuff. Like I completely space out about it because I'm like just, you know, overwhelmed a little. Like, do people want to see my stuff?
People want to see my stuff? What? I don't get that many raids, but whenever I do, I usually just like stop what I'm doing and just try and like communicate with them as best I can. There's not much for me to introduce myself with. I'm Tricko. I stream and talk about anime
like
and
the
video
Pokemon?
games. No, okay. So maybe I should address this. No. So people do always think this, but they think my name Trickco, it has something to do with the Trico Pokemon. And I promise you, it has nothing to do with Trico. I didn't even know Trico was a Pokemon until people started asking me, like, oh, it's for the Pokemon. I'm like, who? What? And I've looked it up, and there's a little grass lizard guy. I was like, no,
he's cute. I picked him.
No.
Yeah, he's cute.
No, I had
There's
like
nothing wrong with
Twitch.
grass cut types.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but like that's not where my name came from. It's Trickco. Yep, Trickco. It's like corporation, tricking of corporation. I actually got that name from long time ago when I used to, you know, I don't know if you ever did this, and I might be just a weird person for doing this, but when I was a kid, I used to create like superheroes and like characters from anime as my own character, and I would play with friends with, and we'd just be pretending. And
That's what my sister and I did.
Cool. Okay, so I'm not weird. Awesome. But for me, I thought of creating this like demon jester because I thought he would be cool looking. And I called him Tricko because I just thought the name sounded cool with him. And then I forgot about it after so many years. And then one day, I was wanting to change my current gamer tag, which my old gamer tag was pure angel prodigy, which sounded cool. But people thought I was a girl, and it was too long. So I wanted to change it. So I wanted something quick and easy and simple. And easy to spell, easy to say. No one had to worry about it. It's just something. So I was trying to look around in my room, trying to figure out a name, and it just dawned on me, like, oh, wait. I'm playing Shaco in League of Legends, and there's a character I used to make called Tricko. I'll change my name to Tricko, and it'll be kind of like that. So, first it was just Trick and O, but then when I was trying to look it up, see if anyone else took that name, someone took my name. Someone took Tricko, and it was this PUBG mobile streamer that had like over 1,000 subscribers. I was like, how did you figure out this name? This name is so different and weird. How did you pick this name? And it was so weird for me. So I just put a CO at the end of it, and that's Tricko. That's where my name originated.
That's cool.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with Pokemon, though. I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but I'm a huge ghost type fan. So, like, Gengar, like, Litwick, like, stuff like that. Those are usually my favorite Pokemon. So when someone says, "Oh,
you can't guess mine."
I wonder who could be. I actually don't know.
Oh, 30-second ad.
Oh, what? Really? I'm gonna turn those off. I know how to turn off too. I'm so sorry. We'll take a commercial break. Drink as much water. Go get the water. Let's go. Hurry.
I guess it takes me too long to fill up this bottle. I'll just take a sip of water.
True.
Small sip.
Small sips. Just small. You don't want to go to the bathroom too soon. Hey, back. Awesome. I'm going to remove that. Especially for these interviews. I'm definitely going to remove it for at least the interviews. Maybe when I'm doing my just chill streams, maybe I'll leave it up there. But most of the time, I'm going to do it. It's weird because I'm watching myself on my phone, too. And it doesn't show the ad, so I don't know.
That's because you're a mod on your own phone.
Mods don't get ads? Wow. I didn't know that.
Because you're a mod.
Makes sense.
That's also you don't get ads on your own stream because you're the streamer.
Makes sense. I probably need to have a nice separate account and like look at myself just so I know what other people are seeing.
Mods still get ads. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But you're still the streamer.
Makes sense. All right, cool. What were we talking about again? Yeah.
Names?
My name does not involve Pokemon any way, shape, or form. Is like, don't get me wrong, Trico, cool Pokemon. I picked I think Torchic. So like I had that Pokemon.
Torchic.
But yep, it's TrickcoGaming. Nah, you're totally good. I know that a lot of people just call me Trick for short, which I actually love that nickname. One day, my goal in the future is just to be known as Trick, and that's it. And everyone will know who they're talking about. Like, oh yeah, I know Trick. I know that guy. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, dude. Yeah, it's a cool dude. Chill. He has good taste in anime and video games. That's all I want to be known for. Good taste. Good taste.
Not these interviews.
Oh, that'd be cool if I was known for these interviews. Oh my god, that'd be freaking awesome. Like, I would love it if like people like, yeah, Trick does VTuber interviews, and he has interviewed the best of the best and the coolest of all VTubers of all time, and every interview he does with any of the VTubers all become rich and famous one day. I would love to be known for that.
I wish.
Yeah, right. That'd be cool. Of course, Trick just doesn't become rich and famous, but everyone he interviews does. That's how the trade-off goes.
Then people will be swarming to you to, get interviewed. They'd be like, "Wait, interview me, pick me."
Like Fruit will come over. It's like, "Hey, I hear you do interviews." I'm like, oh, "Fruit! Oh my god, that'd be so cool." But I don't know. Yeah, I'll get that one day. I'm taking my time, just chilling. I'm a very small streamer, very small VTuber. Well, actually, I'm not a VTuber, sorry. I'm a very small streamer who's just trying to get out there and just be well known and have fun and interacting with really cool people. And that's what I'm doing right now. Interacting with really cool people. Like you. So I have fun with it.
Speaker!
Ah, hello, Speaker.
My goodness.
Hello.
So happy. It's
so
the
happy.
Spooker. Ah. Also, your chat on the side. You need to scroll down a little.
Yeah.
It stopped working.
I think my Streamlabs went burr.
Uh-oh. Oh, it did go burr.
Like, luckily,
the timer
it's still
stopped
going
going up.
Yeah, luckily it's still
we're
going.
still going. We good.
You good? Yeah, I'm just
Yes,
gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it. 'Cause I don't want it to go like die. I'll just read all the chat on my phone because I still have it up there.
I just have the video open in another window.
Okay, cool. Oh, how's your day going? How's your day going? That's what we're hearing in chat.
My day?
Have fun and rest
Spooky
will
day?
come. True. Spy.
day go
How do
good.
you pronounce her name? Spy.
Speaka.
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 Spaduka.
It sounds like a
Spoka.
Pokemon.
It's Speaka. She's awesome. Yes.
She sounds like a
the Spoka.
Pokemon. Speaka.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good, Speaka. I'm being interviewed, and it is fun.
Yeah. I'm glad you're having fun with my interview. Like, I love asking these questions just to kind of keep the ball rolling, but I do love these tangents where we just go off and just chill and relax, you know?
Yeah.
A lowland
And yeah,
Vulpix.
Speaka is a lowland Vulpix.
Oh,
She's cute.
she's very cute. Sounds like she's very cute. But yeah, I don't mind doing these kind of like stuff. Oh, hello, cat. What you doing?
Cat.
Yep, I have a
Show
cat.
cat. Show cat.
Everyone wants
Bring
to see my
cats.
cat.
Bring cats.
Well, hold on, he's eating.
Hmm.
I'll bring cat for you guys.
I want to see cat.
He's the most popular person on my stream. Whenever he jumps up on my ledge right here, he usually gets really into it.
Cat. Show cat.
Okay.
Son, we get to see cat. Oh my goodness. Soon. Cat soon. Cat no. Oh my goodness, look at the kitty cat. This is the cat
Very
stream now.
hairy
It
boy.
is. It's cat stream now.
Thank you for the follow.
really don't know how to act around new people.
What a cutie is a cutie cat.
He's so adorable.
Cat wants to go. Cat is like, stop humming. Let me live.
He probably wasn't happy that I pulled him away from his food, and he was like, I have to go show my face to stream. You know how cats work.
Yeah, they're cute though.
Very
They're
cute, very
cute.
cute.
It's fine. Bugging them away from food is always fine.
Yes.
As long as they get compliments and scratches and loving attention.
I give him all the love, attention, scratches, and foods, and he still goes like, "Where's my food? I must have food." You're lucky you kept your skin. Yeah. He's. I'm lucky I'm alive still for all the things I make him do on stream.
Oof. Poor
Oof.
kitty cat run, kitty cat run.
Nah, he's just eating his food now, so he's all good. Still good.
Good.
Yeah. Oh hey, my Streamlabs is back up. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know what happened, but I'm not complaining. Oh, your hat matches.
I
Oh
don't have a
yeah.
hat. He's
No,
talking
my
to you.
hat because it's all like galaxy,
Yeah.
so it matches you.
Matches my skirt.
I didn't mean to, but yeah.
The bill of your hat.
Right here,
Yes.
all stars. I totally did that on purpose. What are you talking about? I saw that you were into space, and I was like, I have a space hat. Space cats on it. Totally did
Space
that on purpose.
cat.
Space cats.
Cat hat.
Cat hat. See, that's one of the reasons why I can't become a VTuber. It's because if I want to become a VTuber, I would change my model and my theme and my character like every single stream. You know, there's so many characters I would love to be. I would love to be a space cat. I'd love to be like a slime. I'd love to be like a bunny. I'd love to be like a tengu or like a kitsune. You know, because I love like
Be a
Japanese
dragon.
stuff. I could be a dragon. That'd be cool. But
The
I know.
thing about dragons is they shapeshifters.
Oh.
I have a couple models. I have this one, the other one I showed you, and then I have a fox one I haven't shown anyone yet.
I love foxes. I'm a huge fox fan. So like I've always found myself like looking like because I don't know how this happened, but my entire Twitter feed is just all bunch of like VTuber like indie VTubers, and some of them have some of the coolest designs, and I always have to comment and like once whenever I see a fox one because I'm just like love it.
So speaking of
Thank you.
foxes, you might really enjoy some Spica content because she is a very cute fox.
I will have to check you out, Spica. I'll have to check you out. Spica. I'll have to check her out because I love fox VTubers. They're great. I think I've only interviewed one fox VTuber, and they were really cool. Oh
well,
wait,
I'm nominating Spica to be your next one.
I have a list of all of my VTuber interviews, so I'll definitely will have to check that out. Wait, is Spica a cat?
Both.
Oh, how can you be a cat and a fox?
They're pretty much in the same family.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have to look at her. I'll have to check her out
Shapeshift.
and see what she looks like. Oh, shapeshifter. Okay, cool. I think we're on the last question of our stream, and then we can get into fan questions. And I think one of our fans was watching us, wanted to know a little bit about VTubing, so this would be a good way to answer it. Foxes are like cat dogs. True.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, they're cat dogs. I like it. I can see that. I can definitely see it. So my question for you is, do you have any advice for those who might want to get into streaming / VTubing?
Save monies.
Monies. I've heard that by a lot of people.
And also start early. Because some VTubers are like, hey, I want to, do my first stream as my big old debut stream. No. You want to stream before that and get the, get to affiliate and get practice talking to chat and then do your debut stuff. Because it's scary. And if you don't know how to talk to chat and it's your big debut and you're like just starting, it's scary.
I imagine so. Like that sounds pretty scary. Like I remember when I first did my streaming, luckily I didn't have that many people joining in. So I was able to kind of just test out and just like I had a lot of like technical issues and I was able to kind of figure it out. Like by the time I actually did get a good average people checking out my stuff, that's when I was able to be like, okay, cool. I have an idea of what I want to do. 100 people? Oh my god. Like I'm lucky to have like 15 people on stream. 100 people? Oh my god, I wouldn't know what to do. Wow.
Yeah, it's so depending on, how big you are as a VTuber and how like hyped up your debut is, you can have tons of people. And if you have absolutely no experience talking with chat or streaming, it is very, very scary.
I imagine so. How many people came to your debut?
My debut is in 2-3 weeks.
Oh, you haven't debuted yet. Ah.
Nope.
I'll have to be one of your first ones.
I am a pre-debut VTuber.
I'll have to check out your stream when you finally debut.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun, but very nerve-wracking. I am pre-recording a lot of stuff, so I can just like click a button. Because I know I'm going to be like nervous as heck.
I think I did follow you. I want to make sure. Did I follow you? I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see.
You have a shout out command? You could just shout out my name and then you could click the link.
How do I shout out?
If you have it set up.
I
see.
Don't know if I do. That's a good question.
You do not.
I think let me check. I'll just go to your Twitter. I'll have to figure out how to
Twitter has
test
everything linked.
Really? Yeah, you do actually. Yeah,
I have. Yep, I got my Twitch, and I think I have my Facebook linked too, and my website.
Yep.
You hear the ominous sounds in the background?
There you go. I am now following you. So when you do your thing,
thank you for the follow.
Of course. When you do your collab, I will definitely do it.
My debut.
Yep.
I do lots of collabs. You heard of Rem? Whoa. What, you heard Rem? Where? Oh, you clicked on a video.
Yeah, when I went to your channel, it had a person talking. I guess that was Ram.
Delta Rune stream.
The room stream. I like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
so I've mentioned my partner several times, and that's actually very lore related.
Oh,
If you wanna hear a little bit about that.
of course. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so my partner's name is Rem, and it's actually going to be in my lore video, but I talk about him often enough that it's fine. It's not spoilers. But he is a part of the Yeez series, and the character he's based off of is actually Adol. And that's one of the first worlds I went to. And I'm like, hey, I like you. You should come with me. But he's bound by his world.
Oh.
So what I meant by wishes is, he wants to come with, but he can't leave the world. So I gave him a star, which created a new soul. And he went from Adol to Rem, and he can now go where he pleases.
Aw, that's nice. That's sweet. A nice little love story,
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw, it's so adorable. I like it. I like it. Like, I bet this person was really cool then.
Yeah. I actually met him in Final Fantasy XIV initially, but I have a thing for my character lore as star holders, and they're the people that can, I can teleport to you basically.
Ooh.
Like they have a piece of me, a wish from one of those people. They, that power that stays with them so that I never lose contact with them.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So
And we have several star holders here in chat today.
Oh, star holders. Oh. Whoa. Wow. I know. I agree. Wow, indeed. Wow. Some star holders. Can I get a star? I would like to get a star.
I mean, if you want to be a star holder, you can be a star holder.
That'd be great. But just don't teleport me at weird times.
I teleport to the star.
Yeah, but if I had the star, like in my stream setup, and I'm like chilling on my couch, after a long day's work, I'm just eating a whole bunch of like donuts and stuff like that, not expecting anyone to come in and just pop out of nowhere. I'll be a little bit shocked. Well, I'll show a donut. Can I just put the donut in the star and it just pops over on your side? Is that how that works?
Sure.
Oh, someone wants to teleport you to them and give them a hug. Aw.
Yeah, that's Zen. Zen always wants a hug, and I give Zen a hug. I love Zen.
Give Zen a hug. Zen deserves a hug.
Yes. They do.
I like it. I
love Zen.
Cool. Well, hey, that's pretty much covers all my interview questions. I think we're all ready right now to hear some questions from chat. So, how this is going to work is that you guys can ask any question, as long as it's appropriate, to me.
As long as it follows Twitch TOS.
True, very true. But we'll pretty much will answer it as best we can. You can ask me questions. I don't mind being asked anything, really. I'm totally down. I answered like my favorite toppings on pizza last time, so it was great. And of course, don't forget, we need to ask the most important burning questions to our important celestial dragon VTuber here, because this is the best time to ask questions, because when will be the next time you'll be able to ask all these cool questions? So let's get started. What's your wish?
Goodness.
What is a wish you couldn't fulfill that you wish you could? Is that for me or for you? Do you wish you could fulfill a wish? Wish for more wishes.
A wish that you can't wish for more wishes. That one, no. I have. Those are souls of people that you don't want to just waste a wish.
True.
But at Barry Allen, please, Care don't do it.
What?
My dog is starting to bark.
Oh no bark.
He
no
went,
barky.
woof.
No wolf.
Yeah.
No wolf.
No wolf. Okay, the person drove away. We're good. But a wish that I wanted to fulfill but couldn't would maybe go to a friend that it's hard to like put things into words when you're like thinking hard about them on the spot.
Well,
But
like, how about this? You think about how you answer that wish, and I'll answer a wish. I'll answer a question. Even though this question wasn't for me, I do want to. And I can answer it too while you think of your answer. Okay.
okay.
So what's a wish that you couldn't fulfill that you could have? I'll just answer the wish of like, if I could have any wish and like granted to me, any way, shape, or form, it would be you're gonna sound very greedy, but I wish I didn't have to worry about money. I wish I didn't have to worry about money. Not because I just wanted a lot of money, is because I wish I could do anything I want to do without the worry of money. And that is like stuff like, I wish I could travel. I wish I could take care of my father, because my father is really old right now, and I would love to take care of him. Like, making sure that he has a house, he has people he can go with, he can go anywhere he wants to, all over the world, and I'll be able to take care of him like that. I wish I didn't have to work, because then if I didn't have to work, I could have all the time to do anything I want to do. So like, I don't want to say it's a greedy wish, but it's something I would love it if it happened, because it would make so many of my problems that I'm dealing with right now go away. And that's why I would love to have that as my wish.
That's a good wish.
Thank you. That about your answer?
Yeah, to the top one.
You bet.
It's maybe to bring back my grandpa, my grandma's husband, because he was the love of her life, but she met him so late in life that she didn't really get to have that time with him. So I wish for her that he could have been around longer.
That's a good one. I like that. My heart. I'm dying. Yes, my cat.
And my favorite wish I ever heard. Let me go to my Twitter real quick.
To Twitter.
My Twitter. Click on this. So I actually just posted a art raffle, and I'm getting lots of really good wishes on here.
I wish you had enough money to think beef jerky was expensive, right?
Yes.
It's a selfish wish for some selfless reasons. True. I know. I hate how everything is revolved around money. I hate it so much.
Yeah, like some of my favorite wishes are when people are doing them for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good example is this in my current raffle that's going, Katana Koizumi. She says, I wish that everyone finds their way to live in this world, and even if it's hard sometimes, that there are people who will be there to help you. So keep going, there are better times coming. And that is like, I love wishes like that, where it's just sweet and uplifting.
Oh, I like that too. That was a really good one. That's a good wish.
Yeah. It's been your favorite experience being a VTuber? Oh, fun. Meeting friends. I like definitely meeting people and friends.
Oh yeah, I agree 100% on that. I love I met some really cool people doing this, and I hope that I can keep meeting some really awesome people. One of the reasons why I want to do these interviews is just so I can, meet some cool people and like hear their stories and their backgrounds and just get to know them.
Yeah, that's always fun.
The cat's not the cat. The fish is crying. So sad.
The fish?
Yeah, it's a fish in chat.
Nemo
is crying. Any other questions you guys have? Do you have any more? Come on, this is your chance to shine. You need actually a kitsune mask now that it's a match of picture. I actually have a kitsune mask. It's in my room right now. I've been meaning to put it somewhere, but I actually do have a kitsune mask. While I go get it for you guys, again, you're in charge of my stream. No blowing up anything, okay? You guys would it sounded like you guys would try to flood my stream last time, so. I'm watching. So I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. Yep.
Alright.
I'm just taking a drink.
Okay. Go. Take your drink and see how it goes. I will definitely answer your question, Zed. When did I get back?
Hey guys, he's gone. Time for the zoomies. let's see what's in his room. Let's see here. Okay. Well, it looks like he has some cool stuff in here. He has some memorabilia. And yes, I see the plushies. I'm going to take the plushies. Hold on, let me just. Okay, taking some plushies. He does not see anything. Never mind now. Landing gear is retracting. Yes. My hero and persona are a big influence. Okay, let me. I don't know where he's at, so let me just. Shh. Nobody saw anything. Flip the couch. Da, 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 da. It's too heavy. I cannot flip. It has little noodle arms. I cannot. Turn off his LEDs. Oh, he's back.
Oh, what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing's going on. Nothing at all.
Chad, what was going on? You guys can answer me, right? You guys can let me know.
No, there was nothing going on. Absolutely nothing.
I see flip table, jump on cushions.
Nope.
You know how expensive that table was?
It looks like a PNG.
Am I your decor? Yeah. You mean my background stuff?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Thank you. Like the other reason why I feel like I can become a VTuber is because I like showing off all my stuff I have, because I think that's just really cool.
Yeah, we were just looking at stuff. That's all.
Yeah. Of course, that's all you guys did. Obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All we did.
I have to look back at my chat. Hopefully, I don't have to put out any more fires.
No.
Turn off his LEDs.
There's no fire.
My hero and persona are big influences. They're my big influences too. I love my hero and I love Persona. They're one of my favorite games. No fire. Promise. All right, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, so Zen asked, you said you play Genshin earlier on, so who's on your team?
Oh, yeah. I play Genshin a lot, and I'm an AR 52, about to be AR 53 pretty soon. And I was able to pull Ball, and so Ball is my first ever level 90 character. So I have her, I have Kazuha, I have Ayaka, and I have Sara. I have all four as my team right now. Just because I think they're just a lot of fun to play as, and I really enjoy playing as them. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
I have Ayaka.
Ayaka, yay. Of course you would have Ayaka. Yeah. I could see that.
I love her. She's cute.
She's very cute.
I don't remember who else I have Yola. And Kiki. And
you mean Chi-Chi?
Yes, it is Chi-Chi, but I call her Kiki because it feels wrong calling a small child Chi-Chi.
True. You're 100% right on there. I just had to think for a second. I was like, who? And then I was like, okay, and now I know.
And then the last person I usually switch between Chicky Doo, the bow, the electric Chicky.
Oh, you talking about Official?
Yeah, Official.
All right,
or Razor. I use those two. Swap them out.
I know how to do it. I'll push right here.
Okay, and then the next one was, what's the biggest hurdle you faced?
Biggest hurdle I faced? Like of streaming or like in life?
I don't know. That's Spica asked it, and I don't know what the context was.
I'll do streaming, and the biggest hurdle was I need to keep in mind as a small streamer that you should not get discouraged whenever you have a stream when no one shows up. I need to have that in mind because I've gotten extremely depressed from like hyping up a stream and doing that stream, and then I only have like a good amount of people joining in the beginning, but then after an hour they all leave. Like, they all have their own things. I don't harm anyone from doing that kind of stuff. But, like, whenever... I need to, like, just kind of, like, look away at, like, the view count. Because sometimes when I have, like, a 0 on there, it, like, hurts my, like, pride a little bit. Because I'm like, oh, I guess no one wanted to check me out, I guess. But I need to keep in mind that that's not how that works. Like, that's not, like, the ways. There's a lot of different ways that goes into involved with that kind of situation. That's my only hurdle, and I'm still kind of trying to get over it, but I think that's like the biggest hurdle that I'm getting over that hump for, right now.
Yeah, for me, it would be getting better at talking to myself.
Like I said, try that notepad idea. Maybe that will help.
I don't write things down on a notepad unless I have like 50 colors, and then it's like, well, what color do I want to put it in this? And then by the time you finally decide a color, then you can't, remember what it was you were trying to put. And that's because I can't put too many of the same color next to each other, or else I can't read it.
Okay, that works too. And that's very technical way of doing it, but I like it. So let me answer this one other question. As someone who couldn't get into Genshin, what drew you into it? I actually been looking at Genshin for a while, even before it came out. I was kind of eyeing it for a long time. I didn't even know it was going to be a free-to-play gacha game. I just thought it was a really cool-looking game. So I've been eyeing it, and then when it finally was about to come out, I found out it was a free-to-play game. I was like, oh, cool, let me try it. And I played it, and I like the anime world. Like, it pretty much fulfilled all my criteria for all the games I look forward to and all the attributes for it. Had interesting characters, had interesting world design, had a cool story, and like as I played it, I found myself just really want to get invested with it more and more. And I like the animations, I like the characters, I like the aspect of like the whole world's already created, and if I wanted to go to that area, I can literally get to that area just by traveling. And as I just invested more of my time and money into the game, I just found myself liking it even more. It seems like when I put more time and money into this game, it gave back all of that in the amount of enjoyment and fun and content I can still do in the game. Which a lot of games, whenever you put like money into a game, it barely like satisfies it, like League of Legends or Call of Duty. Where like I put money into the game, I'm like, oh well, I can't play this character I just bought a skin for. Or Call of Duty, I can't even play the game because there's too many hackers. But with Genshin, I feel like when I put money into it and I get a character, I really enjoy that character, and I usually can put him into a team comp and have a lot of fun with them, and I just really enjoy the game. So I don't know, I feel like it's the only game that I can like put a lot of time and energy into it, and it comes back as like more enjoyment. So yeah, that's my answer on that.
I don't play Genshin too much, so I can't answer that.
No worries. I enjoy Genshin. I have a lot of fun with it, and I do like that Genshin's one of my more popular streams, mostly because it's just really popular right now. But I just enjoy playing it. It's cool that you have a game that you enjoy playing, and it's popular, because like a very popular game to stream right now is Minecraft, and I just don't really enjoy Minecraft personally. So everyone wants me to play it, and I'm just like, don't really wanna.
I have Minecraft, but I'm a creator rather than a survivor. So like I like to attempt to make buildings and dumb things like that.
I like it. I think that's really cool. I've always like was awe-inspired with the things you can create in Minecraft. It's just never something that I could like find my time to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your favorite games? So as you can see, I'm a huge Persona person. I love Persona. But also I love like Danganronpa. I love a lot of different kinds of like RPGs too. I like man, drawing a blank. I'm doing what you're doing. I'm drawing a blank. I was expecting this question. I love Dynasty Warriors. I love like some of the Dark Souls games, Sekiro, Neo, Weeby games. I love them to death.
BB games.
Weeby games. My favorite game of all time is Metal Gear Solid. I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. I've loved that series forever. I'm also a huge Mass Effect fan. I love Mass Effect. I think Mass Effect is still one of my top favorite games of all time. I'm actually gonna be streaming Mass Effect 2 on stream this Tuesday, so this will be fun. But yeah, those are usually the top of my favorite games at the moment that I could think of. Like Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Sushi.
Ghost of the Sushi is the best of sushi. I love that game. Yes, Mass Effect. I love it. Oh man, I can't do Soul games to save my life. I've gotten really good with Sekiro just because I really just enjoy the game by itself. But yeah, Dark Souls games are just difficult in a nutshell. Looking forward to Elden Ring. Definitely gonna be playing that game. That's gonna be fun. Nice choice. Thank you. Oh man. Oh, it looks like we have a question for you. Do you want to answer it?
Looks like we have a couple.
Oh.
Yeah, so
ad break.
Speaker asked
Hold
my
on.
favorite game.
Hold
Oh,
on.
nice.
Ad break. I need to change
I
that. I'm
demand
so sorry.
compensation.
I'll give you I'll give you $1. That's all I get from these ads.
I get 33 cents for my ads.
Really? Oh dang.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at it, but last time I checked, I got like $1. But also, I don't really run ads that very often. I just tried it. But at least my ads are very short. Ad out of nowhere. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll make sure that never happens again. Apologize. Stinky ads.
Stinky ads. I know.
Ads.
Big sad.
Big sad. Okay, what? How do you want to answer that question?
Okay, because I saw Speaker ask me like 3 in a row.
Oh.
So my favorite games we did actually discuss a little in here. I don't have one favorite game per se. I have lots. I like, Undertale, as you guys all know by now. Tales of the Sky, or Tales of anything, Trails in the Sky, and lots of RPGs specifically.
I like it. These are like really good sounding games too. I need to play more Tales.
It's so good. Like Tales of the Abyss is like my favorite Tales game of all time, and it's because of one character. His name is Jade, and he's awesome. I love him. He is very sarcastic and very great.
I like it.
And then my one big goal for the future is to capitalize my name, because I want to be Iyashi with a capital I.
Iyashi. Not
Iyashi.
not Laisha. Whatever.
Yeah. And my favorite anime is Tsubasa Chronicles and many, 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 many more.
Many more.
I'm naming one because he already asked me that one.
You guys might have to check out Back on the VODs. I'm joking. I'm also going to post this interview on my YouTube channel. And it'll be fun. And if you want to feel like you're being very shy being on Twitch, I have a lot more people on YouTube. I have over 1,000 subscribers, so you'll be seen by a lot more people. So it'll be awesome.
I have 40 on YouTube and 300 and something on Twitch.
Yeah, mine's the opposite. I only have like 172, I think, on Twitch, but I have over 1,200 on YouTube. I started on YouTube, so that's kind of why.
Yeah. And then my most favorite memorable time playing Undertale. Which one? Like Undertale or Deltarune Undertale? Because playing through Undertale, I loved playing it, but I played it once with Rem. Both.
Both.
So
both is good.
So I personally really enjoy the interaction between Sans and Papyrus. Sans is Rem's favorite character, so he always got to voice as Rem, and I was just always Papyrus, that I could just yell at him all the time, and it was great. I love Papyrus specifically. He's very fun.
I love watching Game Grumps play Undertale, and I love the voices they gave to him. So I love the interactions between Papyrus and Sans. And they're like amazing together.
Yeah. Well, like, a lot of people do Sans as the lazy boy, and I'm like, yeah, this is fine. But like, being able to just do like, just Papyrus is just a lot of people do Skeletor, and I do my best attempt, but like I love voicing him. It's just the funnest thing for me.
Can you do a voice for him right now?
Sans! Pick up the sock, Sans!
Sans, what are you doing over here? I love it. Would you mind answering where you're from? I'm from the United States. More specifically, I'm in Arizona. It's hot. Very hot here.
Hotter.
Very hot.
Yeah, thank you, Grid.
Oh, what's your favorite movie?
Well,
featuring a dragon.
Just skimming. How to Train Your Dragon. All of them. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I reference that movie all the time. Like, my sister and I will be like doing something, and then someone like drops something. We're just like, "Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile."
Oh, that's a good way to say it. I like that.
That's the exact quote, and it's amazing.
I don't want to say mine, and mostly because one is going to show my age, and is also going. I don't know why it's stuck in my head now after saying that, but do you know Puff the Magic Dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's going through my mind right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, I watched it as a kid, and that thing was terrifying.
It was, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. And then, oh man, there's another dragon movie that came out a long time ago. I can't remember, but it's in my head. The Invisible Dragon one. No one believes that the dragon's real, but then at the end he like shows himself. Oh man, I can't remember.
I don't think I know it.
I remember. It'll come to my head soon. You're not a true fan. You're not a true fan unless you played MMORPGs of it. Oh snap! Oh snap! I know.
Of the dragon or of Undertale?
Is it the MMORPG of Undertale? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that was the thing.
It's cool. It's fun. It's mainly used for RP though, which if you're new, like me, you don't really know everything, so it's like heck.
Darn it! I don't know the whole lore between Ness is the secret of Sans technically, or anything like that. School of Dragons, is that a movie?
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know much about Undertale. I played it the first round, and then I of course know some of the theories, but I don't know much to like get into like role playing.
Okay, so you said you played the first route, so you just did the neutral route. Did you play through Pacifist?
Because I only played the first part, and then I thought it was over, and then when I found out there was other routes, I was like, oh cool. But then I watched Game Grumps played it, and I was like, oh cool, well that's good. So like I know the pacifist and the like genocide route. I know like of them, and I know like it going through. I just never personally played it.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't play genocide because I'm too attached to the characters.
Yeah, it looks sad. That's really sad. You don't want to kill Goat Mommy. That's so. Don't want to kill her.
I can't kill Elle.
Yeah.
And I say Elle because my friend Elle Chris Strauss here, she reminds me a lot of Toriel, so I'm like, I can't. I will feel like a terrible human being if I kill Elle.
Oh, true.
But my Hogwarts house is Hufflepuff.
Oh, cool. I'm a Ravenclaw, I think. Right? Raven house.
Blue. Yes,
Blue?
that's Ravenclaw.
Yes, I'm that
They're
one.
the blue people.
It's been a while since we've done it, so I might have changed since then. I did it back when I was in high school, so I will definitely have to like maybe redo it one day. But at the moment, I think I'm Ravenclaw. Ooh, Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Represent.
Hufflepuffs are loyal and they like food, and I like food.
Isn't their house right next to the food court?
Yeah. Well, the kitchen.
I wouldn't mind being Hufflepuff just for that alone.
Zen summoned by food.
Summon food. I love it.
And then I didn't answer Spica's question because she said both for Undertale and Deltarune. Any of the Queen scenes for Deltarune Chapter 2, I am in love with.
I never played Deltarune. I've yet to play
Okay,
it.
so Deltarune is super good. It is like 4 to 5 hours, depending on, you know, what you kind of do in the game. And it is like really well written, and you have a lot of fun. And I suggest playing it with friends and do voice acting because, heck, that is enjoyable.
Maybe I'll stream it. That sounds like fun. I'll definitely do that.
Do it. Yeah, and then there's current hype going out because this Friday they just released Chapter 2, and from what we played 1 hour of the game, and I am in love with it. It is like really good, and you should definitely get some friends and just voice act because like you'll have a lot of fun.
Hello, little cupcake. I remember you. But yeah, no, I'll have to try and do something. Maybe I'll get some friends together. It was kind of a big old deal when I tried to get people together for the Great Ace Attorney voices, but maybe I'll figure out something. Hello.
Yeah, just get some friends and be like, hey friend, you wanna voice some characters in Deltarune? And then just like, you know, do Chapter 1 and then do Chapter 2 another day when you can get your voices back.
I'll definitely have to do that.
Because like on Thursday we did a 4-hour Deltarune stream and we were just cracking up the whole time. At one point we have to like flirt with because Susie's like, hey man, teach me how to act. And they're like, okay, sure. And the very first enemy, it's like, okay, Susie, flirt. And she's like, what do you mean flirt? I'm not flirting. And then he's like, oh, well, if you don't know how to do it, I know how to flirt. And then everyone's like awkwardly leaves. And he's like, fine, then you do it, Rousey. Awkwardly leaves. Okay, fine, you do it, Chris. Chris actually flirts with the guy and it actually works. And it's just like, okay, well, flirting sucks.
Yeah. No one likes to flirt. No one.
But like, you know, with Chris, they're the player and they don't actually have any dialogue lines. So we're like, hey, Roku, do your best flirt, which then ended up having us ask chat to flirt with us. Like, hey, give us your best pickup line. And it was just like, it was a lot of fun. And we just ended up like just dying of laughter.
That sounds fun. I love that. I'll have to check out that VOD then. It sounds like amazing.
Yeah, it's like halfway through, 40 minutes in, roughly. Not 40 minutes, 3 hours in.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that long, so maybe I can just like a one-time stream. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I can't tell you how long Chapter 2 is because I've only streamed an hour of it. But I'm hoping if everyone is available, we could maybe do more tonight. I'm looking at you, Spooka.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Spooka-san.
Oh.
I know Roku is not here. But like they're my my voice actors or actresses. Zen got to be the amazing Lancer, just like, you know, chiming their way in, and then Fika was Rousey and I was Susie, and then Roku was the inner monologue of Chris, and it was just super fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I gotta try it. now. It'll be a great time.
Yes, you just gotta like designate roles to people. And then just like, hey, here's your character. Have fun with it, and just you know.
I'll have to do that. I'm not really much of a voice actor, but I'll do my best.
I'm not either.
Yeah, but I like you. I like your Sans. I mean, I like your I like your Papyrus voice. Yeah. Your personal creativity comes out when you put on the spot. True.
Yeah. Like, I really enjoy my Susie voice. I've been told it's actually, you know, really fitting of the character.
Can we hear it?
You know,
I know you have to be in character, but I want to see it.
Hold on. So, there's actually a song that have you ever heard of Man on the Internet? They did a lot of covers of, you know, Undertale songs and many others. And Aki, my favorite voice I've ever done is Susie.
Makes sense.
So it's like, you know, there's just some cool stuff in here. But I can attempt to do this, but like Ichigo's already gone. He's streaming, but he definitely knows this particular one because he did the duet with me. And I know I like freaked him out because I yelled at him to shut up, which is what Susie does
Shut up.
in this. But I'm going to attempt. I'm not good at doing this like on the spot.
I want to hear it.
I get very nervous.
Nah, don't worry.
Actually, I'm gonna put you a little on the spot here.
Me?
Yeah, you. So because I can't do things solo. So click this link here that I just sent you.
Did you send it through Discord?
I did.
I don't know how to look at it. Hopefully I don't ruin things.
You can click on Discord
There
on the
you go.
bottom there.
I was able to do it. Alright, sweet. I was worried that if I touched anything on Discord, it would like destroy anything. Alright, let me see.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. So
Okay, so you see the italicized parts? Right after
yes.
Lancer where it says Susie and it's like sideways looking?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to do the Lancer part so that I could do Susie.
Is that the italicized
Okay.
part?
Yeah, you're talking italicized, I'm talking normal.
Alright. I'll try my best.
Okay. Lancer?
Susie? What are you doing here?
Lancer, Chris and Ralsei are still locked up.
I know. I was the one who told my troops to put you down here. To keep you down here forever.
Lancer, you wanted to get rid of us? I thought we were a team.
I can explain, Susie.
I'm not singing for you guys today, but that's my Susie voice.
I know it's a good one. It's pretty good. I can see why other people like it.
Yeah, it's my, like she's very like just brute and honest, and I love her.
No, I like it too.
Is cursing allowed on your stream?
You can curse out as much as you like.
Okay, so in Deltarune Chapter 2, there's just one line that I got a kick out of because she's like, hey, we should just dance. And it's like, why is, Chris the only one who can do the thing? And it's like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna start dancing. And he's like, Ralsei is like, wait, no, we shouldn't. It has to be for Chris. And then Susie just like moves from where they are standing down to where Ralsei is and like kicks him. And he's just like, dance, dumbass. And it's just like, oh my god, I love it.
Dance. I love it. That's cool. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, we hit our time. Any more last questions before we end?
Are there any other games you want to voice for in the future? All of them. I love voicing for games with friends. It just makes me happy.
I might have to contact you if I ever do any more voices. If you're down, maybe we can do a collab one day and I can have you voice a couple of characters.
That depends on the game. Just let me know. Just
We'll
be like,
do-
hey, I'm streaming. If you're streaming Deltarune, I'm stealing Susie. I don't care.
Well, hey, that might be definitely a upcoming stream because I want to come up. I already got like a list of things I'm going to do in October, but November is free, so I might pull that up. Everyone in our stream has great voices. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, like watch the Deltarune stuff. It's good. Unless you don't want to be spoiled, in which case don't watch the Deltarune stuff.
Maybe I'll wait because I don't want to be spoiled. I like going into games blind. Any more questions? Last bit of questions for you guys. From you guys.
Any questions for moi?
I like the little mask I put over here.
That's very cute.
That's like if you see my emotes, it has me with the mask on the side because I used to have this mask all over the place, but Whoa, have a mask. Hold on.
I wear the mask now. It is mine.
It is yours.
Okay, I come back.
Alright, you come back. This has been awesome, though. Yeah, it has been great. I always love doing these kind of interviews, and I do it every week. So next week I'll be doing another interview with another person, and it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that one too. But thank you so much. First, what's my favorite color? My favorite color is blue. I love blue, black, and green.
I
And
couldn't tell.
right? And what times do I usually stream? I usually stream near the night. So this is actually really early for me for these kind of streams. I usually stream mountain time around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I usually stream pretty late. Only because I also am a full-time store manager at a game store, and unfortunately, it doesn't give me a lot of time to stream. So I try to stream whenever I have time. But usually it's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And that's when I always stream. What's your favorite ramen noodles? I like udon. I like udon.
They said flavor.
Oh, flavor?
Favorite flavor.
Tonkatsu. 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 I like the pork ramen. What's your favorite?
Chicken cup of noodle.
What's a good one? I like pork. I like beef and pork ones.
And thank you for coming, Aki. And
Yeah, no,
everyone
thank
else too.
you. I really do appreciate you being a guest on my interview. You were amazing, and I do appreciate all the answers you gave.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, want to plug in, just in case we have some lurkers in chat or some people who are watching from my stream, do you want to plug in some of your stuff?
Like my socials.
Yeah. So that, like, definitely follow our celestial dragon here, Aya. I'm just gonna call her Aya. But definitely follow her. She's really cool, and it seems like I need to go catch up on some of her work. So definitely check her out.